block it on Facebook because they will block it on Facebook if it's past the time. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. We are back for another segment of In My Element with Neela and Boop. We are back with Turk.
Morning.
Hey, good morning. So, are you guys aware about this new Omicron that's going on in the universe? The Omicron is going on.
Did you know that was the name of a movie?
Omicron?
Mm-hmm. From like 1974 or 75, something like that.
Get the heck out.
Mm-hmm. And it was about a man who got hit by some type of disease, and it turned him into a walker. That's the Living Dead for the people that watch The Walking Dead. They know what a walker is. But it's like a zombie movie. And it's got the same exact name. You can pull it up. Or you can Google it.
I am gonna pull it up. I just had to get Marjorie. She's talking about I forgot to text you. No, you did, damn it. You fired. You fired again, Marjorie. You put up, Marjorie. I fire Marjorie every damn week. Every week I fire Marjorie.
And then hire right back.
Hire right back. Because don't nobody else.
I drank my last cup of my detox this morning. I got to make some more today.
You got to make that green drink. I'm telling you. Trust me on that one.
Yeah, if they go hand in hand.
Yep, that's going to be like a whole meal. I made this by the cup, according to taste. This ain't the whole one. I got to make one. I ain't had time to make it. And last night I was tired. Remember last night I came on live with what's your name? I was tired.
On the vets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was on my little break.
Hey, day break. What's up?
Okay, everybody. This is a talk show. So we ain't here just to kick it and lounge like we know we just having a conversation live because we can look at each other. No, we ain't here for that, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. This is In My Element with Neela because this is a real talk show. And it's real and it's live.
If we talking and it's a show, it's a talk show. No matter the topic.
If we talking, it's a show and it's being seen. It's a talk show, no matter how. So check this out. I just wanted to bring up that Omicron this morning because they really are putting it on the news, and it's in California and one other state, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was in Atlanta too, wasn't it? In Georgia, Turk. It's not there yet. Okay, which is a good thing. So I just wanted to bring that up with you guys and get you guys familiar with what was going on with the Omicron. So this morning, everybody, we will be having a guest.
Rochelle.
We will be having a guest appearance come in. Good morning, Rochelle. I just got your text. I'm gonna check it out. And so we got, matter of fact, y'all know today is Thankful Thursday. So I just want to say one thing. Thank you, Lord, for another day. Hallelujah. Look, it is a blessing.
Gratitude, baby. Gratitude.
Love. Let me tell you, it could have turned out a whole different way. You know what I'm saying? It really could have turned out different. I mean, none of us could be here this morning, you know? So thankful for this Thursday. I know I am. What about you?
Every day above ground is a great one with all of the stuff that we got going on in this country and in the world. Hey, Amma.
We still here. We still standing, and it is a blessing. What's up, Alicia? Hey, Amma. Rochelle in the house. Look at here. I just want to let y'all know. Be cognizant of what's going on around you. Stay alert and aware of this new Omicron, this new variant that has
protect yourself.
And I just want y'all to protect yourselves. You know, wash your darn hands when you come back in the morning. Cover your face with your mask.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm doubly vaccinated. And so was a good friend of mine who was just in the hospital, doubly vaccinated, and had the booster, and they was on life support, and they didn't make it. So what that do? Okay, protect yourself and your family and anybody that you're going to be around that you so-called
Hey,
safe.
Sherry. Sherry. Got my
Sherry,
sis on this morning. What's up, sis? Good to
protect
see you.
yourself. I'm serious about this. I'm serious. Protect yourself. This is some serious stuff, but don't go crazy. But do protect yourself. People love you and you love people, right? That's all
There
that
go
matters.
Marjorie.
Marjorie, good morning. I'd have fired your ass and hired you right back again.
In the same breath, Marjorie. She said, I'm a fire, Marjorie. We got people coming to the green room and she ain't here on time this morning.
Flowers, no nothing. We got a new guest in the house this morning, you all, and we ain't even had a green room. Hey, make sure that guest got some tea back there. Some tea and biscuits. The new guest
Man,
back
niggas don't drink tea and biscuits. Put some Dunkin' Donuts back there and some coffee. Don't want no damn tea and crackers.
Like some McDonald's.
When we have Caucasian guests, then we'll have tea and crumpets.
When we have British guests, then we'll have some tea and trumpets.
Well, boy, bloody never.
We're gonna bring them what they eat. Dunkin' Donuts too, damn it.
Now, if I was in Chicago, I wouldn't touch a Dunkin' Donut if I lived in Chicago. I'd be right up there in Roseland, getting me some old fashioned. If y'all in Chicago and don't know nothing about old fashioned, they've been there for about 50, 60 years, and they got the best donuts in the city of Chicago. And if you been smoking a little weed and you got the munchies, go up there and get you one of them big ass Texas-sized donuts they got.
That'll satisfy you.
You could actually cut it in half, and two people could eat it. Two people could split a Texas donut from old fashioned.
So let my guests know there are some gummies back there. We're gonna bring you on in a few minutes. So
look in the green box.
Right. We got gummies back there for the guests.
That's so when the guests come on the show, they'll be nice and calm and serene and peaceful feeling.
Like, what y'all working with? You know what I'm saying? Like, groovy.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Groovy, baby, groovy. Yes, it's a real beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Therese say they okay, but they a little greasy. You're gonna have to get
your arteries clogged.
Your arteries unclog is what she said. She said you go get your arteries clogged.
Oh, y'all. Okay, check this out. Let me go.
You can't eat them every day, Sherry, but it's all right to treat yourself maybe once a month on a Saturday.
That's a lot of artery clogging. Shit, once a year. Trust me, Turk. They ain't what they used to be.
No. Man, everything that fell off since I've been gone.
The ownership is changed.
My heart is hurt about the colas, though.
The problem with good morning, Jonathan. Good morning.
What's up, JB?
Karen Dickinson. Hey, business.
All right.
How you sneaking here? Hey, Frogo. Why y'all sneaking in? I ain't see y'all. Y'all tipping throwing through the tulips. Why y'all get in here?
I don't even see Frugal Mama up here yet. How come my shit don't show everything like yours?
Look,
you're cheating me.
I ain't cheating you. You gotta scroll up your screen.
I don't know how to do that.
You got the same thing I got. You got access to the whole studio. Oh, Marjorie getting her hair cut. So everybody, we have a special guest in the house today. Today is Thursday. Today is Thankful Thursday, and we're being thankful for each and every one of you. I'm grateful for me. I'm grateful for Turk. I'm grateful for all of us here. I'm grateful for our guest that's coming on board this morning, and they're in the studio. So I just want you guys to know they are in the studio already, and I'm hoping that they're enjoying the refreshments that's in the green room until we bring them on. But let's focus on what it is all about. Thankful Thursday today. Today is Thankful Thursday. Always on Thursday, let's be thankful. But each and every day, don't get it twisted. you. Be thankful for the life that you have. If you wake up in your right mind, and you might have an ache of pain every now and then, but just be thankful that you are alive to do it one more day. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so many people that had so many great plans that didn't make it to this moment, to work out those plans, and it's, it just, I'm so happy. I'm gonna tell y'all, when I look back over my life and I think about where I came from, baby, listen, I am grateful for each and every moment that I have on this earth, that I'm alive, that I'm breathing. Because baby, it could have been so much worse, y'all. It could have been so much.
TV.
Woo! I can't say enough. Hey, Thomas, how are you? How are you? Yeah, there's refreshments in the green room, Jonathan. You kept going. I tried to tell you to stop in the green room on your way to the studio. Okay, you'll stop in the green room next time, right? Damn. All right. So, hey, definitely, amen. I just want to say
this close. When I talked to T in Vegas, I was this close, y'all.
Yeah.
I told y'all my story about that COVID. I passed out in the bathroom.
Yeah.
I'm just glad my son-in-law 6'4" and about 325, 350, because he just threw my big ass right over his shoulder and took me out in the living room. Drawers hanging half off of my butt, because I was that conscious when I was in the shower. I was like, well, let me hurry up and get out here and dry off. At least I can have some clothes on. Because I felt, you know how you feel yourself and your head you be swimming and stuff, and you're getting ready to pass out. Mm-hmm.
How can you?
That's how I feel.
Even if you didn't even have a moment like that in life, everybody, I'm gonna say this one thing, and I'm gonna bring our guest on. Even if you didn't have that moment in life that frightened you, be thankful for the moments of beauty that you do have in your life.
Yeah.
Be thankful. Just be thankful.
Stop and smell the roses. It ain't all about the hustle and bustle every day.
Sometimes just be about the gratitude. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Just be grateful for what you got, and just strive for more. That's all.
Teach.
Today's word of affirmation is I am. And that's all there is. Let's bring on our guest this morning, everybody. Let's welcome Kendra.
Good morning.
Good morning, sister.
How you doing?
I'm great. How are y'all doing?
Great.
Fabulous. Doing fabulous.
Glad to have you here.
Face. Look at this.
I am blessed to be here. Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you for gracing our show with your presence. Definitely. Everybody, let me give you guys just a teeny bit. I'm going to let her introduce herself, because I don't do pre-ups and all that. Y'all know I don't do all that. This is Kendra, my Kate Michelle. She is a poetess laureate. Okay. I call it poetess laureate. Okay, and Kay, I'm gonna let you go ahead on. Tell us what you rather be called. Tell us your name. Tell us what you rather be called. Tell us what you do. Tell us how long you've been doing it.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. My name is Kendra is my name on Instagram. I am Mike Michelle. I live in Greenville, South Carolina, or in the Greenville, South Carolina area, so upstate South Carolina.
Kakalaki in the house.
And I, by trade, am working human resources for a healthcare organization.
That means she hiring 5 folk, y'all.
Yes. all the fun stuff. All the fun
I'm
stuff.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. But I love, my passion is poetry. I enjoy it. I have always been someone who enjoyed expressing myself through writing, because I'm a little bit on the quiet side generally. So writing just came naturally as a way of expression for me. And when COVID actually hit, I picked up and started writing a little bit more, got more involved in the poetry scene. And since then, I'm a part of, on the board for Ain't Right Tribe, which I'm not sure if you are familiar with that, but we're just a group of poets from around the world. Moody Black is the president of it. and he's located here in the Greenville area as well.
All right.
And yeah, I am going through a transition in life, and poetry is my therapy. It helps me with everything. So yeah.
Hey, I am all about therapeutic healing. And my degree is in mental health, and I've been in treatment facilities, and I've worked with addiction. I've worked with other addictions outside of drugs. It's been addictions of sex, and it was a lot. When you look at the things that
I don't remember that, T.
people attached to, you
I don't remember you being addicted to sex. Hell, I didn't get none.
He said he didn't get that memo.
Hell, and I was close as hell. Had the weed and everything. You ain't never give me none.
No, it wasn't me.
Where was this going on? Look, where was this going on?
I didn't work with people.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just acting stupid this morning.
Look, I done worked with people who was addicted to sex. I'm saying I've treated people. I've been in circles in the industry, in the healthcare industry, where I was in centers doing my preamps and all that for people who've had addictions, and it was for addictions of sex and everything. And like she said, this is her outlet, this is her therapy. You know what I'm saying? This is her release. And let me tell you, I got to say this to everybody out there, and I'm speaking now through my educated lens, and I'm gonna say this: always find yourself an outlet, something that you know, and also know that it's your outlet. Don't just do something and then find peace in doing it, but make it be that outlet, because that is where you have your letdown. That is where you have your, whatever
Release.
Your release is everything is right into that. And keep that for your way of escape, because in all things and everything, there comes a time that we need to get away from it all and just do us and have a feel-good moment about what we do. And one thing about Nichelle is that she said writing. And she said she's not much of a talkative person. And y'all know I am, but I still love to write, so because it's a way of getting away from things if you give it time and not rush through the process.
Excuse me, T. I don't mean to cut you off. Roxbury, it's way too late, babe. She talking about, I can't believe Turk said that. Well, it's never too late. Yeah, it is. T is like a sister to me. Right. It'll be a form of incest. I promise you. Shit, my mama, my daddy, my whole family. T is engrafted into our bloodline. I promise you. That's why it ain't never happened.
Right.
Yep. Folk will be looking at me like, man, Turk, you ain't shit. How you gonna bust T down like that, boy? Man, that ain't even right.
But no, you're right. And look, we curse each other out and still love each other the next day. That's what family do, right? But Nichelle, it's all about you.
50 years. 50 years.
Right. It's been
that's a blessing.
Yeah,
that is a blessing to have a friendship for that long. That's a blessing.
Yeah, it is.
I'm telling you, I will kill something about Neil Adams. I promise y'all.
And I feel the same.
If y'all don't know, know this. That's my girl, man.
That's my name.
Telling you, we done been through a lot of shit.
Yeah,
a lot of shit. Make me want to write some poetry about it.
You should. You should.
We got a beautiful friendship. I don't know. A lot of people that's guys always think, I'm gonna just talk how I want today. A lot of guys think with their dick. You know what I'm saying? They always got to lead with the dick first. And I ain't that type of person.
Never have been.
My father didn't raise me like that. Because I know what entails when you have sex with a person, you have a soul tie. Me and T already got a soul tie. I don't want to destroy that by having sex with her.
And that
you know what I'm saying? For the guys that don't understand it, 2 tears in the bucket, Joe, you better elevate yourself.
It's all about
You better
lifting.
get on a higher dimension. Sex is not life.
And we as a people,
I ain't gonna lie and say I want to. Oh, I go throughout life, uh, like a what they call them when they castrate the guys, and they be guards and shit, and they be big as hell. A eunuch. I can't
oh
go
yeah,
through life like that.
yeah,
Nope.
right.
I love sex. Don't get me wrong, but every encounter that you have with a human being is not supposed to be sexual.
Mm-mm. And also, you got to think about, and we're going to go back to Cain and Shell. And also, you got to think about ties, soul ties. That's a bonding tie for people, believe it or not. It really is.
Yep.
But guess what? We ain't here talking about us.
Yeah, I'm
Look,
sorry. My bad. Yeah, we got a poetess on here that's gonna bust up some stuff today.
one thing I do want to ask you, I heard her say, yes, Roxbury, that's great. Great friendship. One thing I heard you say is
Kinship.
that, is that right? And another thing I heard you say is that you are on the board of Ain't Right Tribe. And give us a little insight. I know what Ain't Right Tribe is. I'll follow, but let some of the people here know what Ain't Right Tribe is.
We are an organization of poets. We generally have all of our stuff online right now. We are planning to try to do some more stuff like in person, but it's an open mic, and we also have various shows throughout the day. We're on every single day, Monday through Friday at least, and then sometimes we'll do pop-ups on the weekends. But we want to be able to expand poetry and to help people just to express themselves poetically. And we also have some musicians that'll come on. So you have different people that do different types of art. But yeah, we just want to be there to encourage and to help people to express themselves in their writing. So, and have a place for them to express themselves in their writing, and to be a safe place. And I think that's one of the things that we definitely have is we want to be a safe place, and we want to offer a place of love and of caring, and for people to know, hey, you can come here and share whatever it is that you need to share, and it's okay. You're not going to be judged for it. You're not going to be looked down for it. Mm-hmm. We're here to listen.
Mm-hmm. And I love your camaraderie because I will follow you guys all online. So, and I'm always, when I'm having time to scroll.
I'll be popping up on the page.
I have a
hey, Doc and Lovely, how you doing? I'll be seeing and looking at the family and everybody on the thing. I'll be scrolling through it because I seen her on I can't remember if it was first time I seen her was either on Sound Dr. Allen or Blood Brother Mike's. What's Mike on the grill?
Yeah,
because he always. If y'all don't know, Blood Brother Mike on the grill, he don't have nothing but spoken word on there, and I met him through T on and Sound Dr. Allen, and it's really beautiful. I was on there day before yesterday, I think it was. No, that was yesterday.
Yes,
and he had a lot of people on that came on and did poetry. He got this one dude called the Gangster of Poetry. Ooh, this brother right here go hard.
That's Kamal. Kamal Speaks if you want to follow him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me tell y'all about Kamal. Kamal Speaks had graced my show by doing a poem for me every day when I first started my show.
Oh,
that is my brother.
That is awesome. I had the opportunity to meet him.
When Brooklyn first said that, I was like, wait a minute, you ain't seen Kamal on the show. Yes, wow. Kamal is bad. He's a bad ass baby. But
his energy is the same when you meet him in person. I had the opportunity to meet him in person in Charlotte at a show.
And he was here in Chicago just recently too. But so I got to go back to
he was in the ATL too. He mentioned
he was in the ATL.
I didn't know.
In the ATL not long ago. Yep. But we here with my K Michelle today, though, baby. We gonna talk about all the rest of them tomorrow. We gonna talk about you today, and the reason is because you're a part of this group, Ain't Right Tribe. I want y'all to hear about this. Ain't Right Tribe is what it's called, and it's on Instagram. That's where I follow it on Instagram, but I don't know what other platforms they're on because I don't go to other platforms to look for them because I get everything I need on Instagram. But Kay Nichelle, you've been writing for how long? When did that spark of writing poetry? When did that flip for you?
Really in elementary school.
Wow.
Yeah, I've always loved
Said,
writing. And I mean, I remember in elementary, and I love haiku. Like haiku is my favorite form of poetry. If I had to choose one, that would be my favorite form.
wow.
Yeah, like I was in elementary school, I was featured, if you will, for haiku. Like it's just kind of followed me. And I don't write. I tell people because a lot of people are familiar with the snappy haiku that we have, now. But I'm more of a traditional haiku type person. It's just,
Wow.
I'll have some that's kind of snappy, but it's just not my personality. So our
Yeah, you got to
personalities
be
come through in our
yourself.
writing. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, our personalities come through in our writing, and that's okay. That's
Originality
great.
is key. And Alicia Priester says she would love to be a part of the group. The
Oh, most definitely. Yeah,
Yeah, she
come
writes
right on
poetry.
through anytime. Most definitely.
So,
Or contact me and I can definitely get in touch with you. Yeah.
so it's right there, isn't that it? Ain't Right Tribe.
Right.
INTRIGHTTRIBE on Instagram.
Yes.
Stand
Well,
there
we
with
always
me
say
say,
ain't
do you
right, but
need
we're still
some
here.
music
That's
to
it.
that
Ain't right.
poetry?
Stan, I didn't. Oh, he said, "Do you need some music to that poetry?"
And he
No,
say,
I have I have recorded one piece, which it's not been released yet, but I have recorded one piece and I'm working on a couple of projects with a couple of people. But yeah, like I'm getting used to that side because I'm getting used to my voice, if you will.
Yes.
Just kind of coming in. But a lot of people say, hey, we'd love to put your voice to some music. So yes, most definitely. If you're interested in working with me, let me know. I would be honored to.
she
Awesome. And
say she
Alicia
sent
just
her
sent
follow
her.
request.
Yes, indeed. She just
Okay.
sent one for you. Yes.
Yes.
So everybody, let's give Kay Nichelle, you're here and you're going to grace us with what is the poem piece you're going to do today?
So I'm actually working on a book that I really just decided a few weeks ago. No, like last week to compile, and it's going to be called A Piece of Me. And the reason that that title came to me, a friend of mine asked me to do a free flow, and I'm not a free flow person, right? Because I overthink. I'm a thinker. So when they asked that, the first thing that came to mind was that a piece of me. And so I wanted to just share. I mean, I've got some pieces that I've put in there. And I'll read this little part here. It's like just the introduction to me, if you will.
Okay.
I am, delicately crafted, intimately known, unconditionally loved. My presence is heaven. My aura is peace. My spirit, endless. My words, infinite. Passed as seeds through generations, producing everlasting life. Floating upon clouds, I dance as an ocean's wave to the beat of God's breath. May the words fill your body, bless your soul, and touch your spirit.
Oh, oh my God. Oh,
Then I'll just read a piece about poetry for me.
all right. That's a beautiful one.
Thank
Oh,
you. I found love in you accepting me as a part of you. Found love flowing from you. You are more than a part of me. You are who I am. A free verse released in haiku, a foundation of carefully structured bare bones, standing silently stripped of safety's covering. I am uncovered and cautiously constructed rants, seen, exposed, yet still protecting organs functioning. I dance, fingers to pen, gripping the tip, grabbing my thoughts. I flow through ink, all natural on unruled paper, lifting life's light to new levels. I leave fine points etched in sheets of wood, hemorrhaging held pain as oceans hold water. I release nakedness to soar into the rain, disrobed, unclad, undraped, stripped. Stripped of sorrow, I smile pure radiance. I free my voice. I naked my vulnerability. I love my poetry.
Mm, 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 That is off the chain.
Thank you.
Oh, that hit way deep. That was one of those. Let me add us back on here. That was one of those. Let me see if I can get back. Okay. That was one of those moments of driftiness.
Mhm.
And I say driftiness because if you let yourself just go with the words, it would whirl you away and take you into a world that really doesn't it really exists, but it's not existent, you
It's
know?
another dimension, T. Her
Right,
voice puts you in a
right.
feeling of comfort.
Comfort. Yes.
You know, her when she speaks her poetry, it's like laying on a goose down pillow.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's just like
Beautiful.
it's light and airy. And that's what I love about spoken word because it can put you into a such a feeling of peace and relaxation because you know words are super powerful. You know, if you take that, like I said this yesterday, if you take the S off of words and put it in the front, it says sword. So it can cut either way or it can sharpen stuff because iron sharpen iron. And I
Yes.
just
It
I
does.
love her voice. Her voice
Yes, it does.
when you put that on a track, when folks hear your voice, it's gonna bust some stuff open. I'm telling you, because I it's calming.
Very.
It's
And
your
I gotta
demeanor.
it's
Thank
amazing you
you.
said that, Turk, because Jonathan Branch is watching and he said, that is beautiful. I love her voice and her cadence.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Hmm.
You're
That
so
covers
Her
kind. Thank
whole
you so
aura is
much.
just peaceful.
right. You know, it really is. Yeah, your voice was I sat here and I was like this, and then all of a sudden I did like this. And I felt my shoulders relax. And I listened to the words and I felt like I was traveling. And
Her voice
that,
shift the atmosphere.
yeah, and that whirlwind, I got whisked away. And I just loved it.
Like TD Jakes. You know, some people have that
That
demeanor
voice.
about them to where they can change, they can shift the atmosphere. She got that.
Oh, thank
Yes.
you so
And
much. Thank you.
Rosalind said, you feel her peace within.
Yes, that's
Said-
thank you, Roz.
And
Appreciate you.
Alicia said, it's gonna minister to others' spirit. Your voice.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I do just
Stan Moore
as a
said
side
that poetry was just as beautiful as she is.
ah,
Beautiful queen she is.
thank you. Thank you all so much. I am yeah, like I say,
Stan
in
Edward Moore,
transition,
like me, he liked the melanated women, huh?
With a melanated yeah, my sisters. Look, baby
Hey,
bye.
Joe. Good
Ain't nothing
morning.
like us people. I tell you, you know, I'm gonna say this, and this is, you know what? I'm not gonna say, and this is nothing against nobody else. To hell with that. I'm gonna say think what I need to say because other people say what the hell they need to say, and I'm gonna say what I want to say. But we as Black people are some beautiful creatures, baby. The love that's down deep, rooted as we are with love, we really are love.
we are. Exactly.
And and when God says, if my people shall humble themselves, we are those people, y'all. We
Hmm.
are those people. And I don't
Yes.
know why we want to keep acting like, we aren't. And we all here right now, I'm going to say this. There's some young men and women out there who have never had anybody that really even paid them any attention or gave them any interest. And it behooves me to let you know, we got to reach out to some of these youngsters.
Yes.
Don't let
I
these
do,
youngsters
just
like
as
that. These youngsters is human just like we are.
What was K. Michelle saying? Go ahead.
I was saying, just as a side note to go along with what Neva's saying, I'm a minister here, which I don't really, put out there a whole lot, but
I can feel you.
because I believe that we're all ministers. That's the way that I put it. I say, all of us, some of us have the paper, but all of us minister.
Yeah.
And working with, I have a special heart for young women, so I have a ministry here that's called Worth, and so it's just wanting young women to understand and to recognize their worth and to know who we are. And it's not linked to what we look like. It's who we are, which is more than what we do. We all do things that are questionable. We all do things that we are not proud of, but who we are is rooted in God, and it's not found in what we do. And we often get that so confused.
I know a preacher when I hear one. Don't tell me my discernment ain't keen, because that was the first thing out my mouth. Girl, you shift the atmosphere. You kind of like TD Jakes. I ain't no distance in the spirit, y'all. Believe that.
None.
And as soon as her voice cracked the atmosphere, I knew right away. Oh yeah, she need to church or something. Because you like me, I know people tell you all the time, you a born pastor, ain't you? Lord, you a born preacher. Like you say though, it's the gifts are without repentance. So people get the gift when they say, I got the gift of gab, baby, I can pull any woman. That gift ain't for you, bruh. That gift is for you to draw folks, and you just using it the wrong way.
Right.
They don't get it.
And like she said, a lot of us, things that we've all done, things we are not proud of. And a lot of times we've done it unconsciously. It's been so unconscious, that we do things we do. Because if we really sat there and consciously
because a lot of our actions,
we would question ourselves only.
T, are you skipping to everybody because you breaking up?
No, I see all of y'all.
Is it just breaking up on my end?
Yeah, you breaking up. It's your end. Because Kay Michelle's clear as a crystal, and you look a little foggy, like it's a cloud or something, like pixelated. You look pixelated.
And that's how you look to me. Kay Michelle is clear, but you look pixelated. I'm gonna go out and come back in.
Okay. And so, and Alicia say, what an amazing inspiration. Hey, good morning, Sapphire is in the house. Yes. Daybreak, good morning. Stan say that poetry was, wait, I'm old on that. Hey, Sapphire. She said, no, you're not. He said, yeah, man, Randall, you wasn't supposed to see that. And Stan, he said, I have a spoken word on my album. Now, Stan Edward Moore is a musician. And he's a singer and songwriter. And he said he has a spoken word on his album titled, They Love What I Do. So you might want to look into that, that album there. They Love What I Do. And so, yeah. And Daybreak say, my Kay Michelle is a boss chick. She know what she doing. Yes, she do. Oh my God. And I knew, and she said, I knew she was different when she jumped out on one parachute. Wow.
Yeah. I have went skydiving.
When did you go skydiving, Michelle?
It was in June.
Just this June passed?
This June passed.
It's funny.
Are you an adrenaline junkie?
I love stuff like that. Yes.
Yeah, I wanted to go. I said I wanted to skydive. I want to skydive myself. I think that is just so cool.
It is an amazing. I have a video on my page actually of my experience.
Oh my God. Where does your
I
page?
would, on my K Michelle, I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you. But I would recommend, if you have thought about wanting to try it, try it. It is not, you kind of have to get it into your head. Like, you have to remove the fear, right? Because what they do at first is they tell you every single way that you can die. You have to sit through like an hours long course of, hey, your parachute might not work. And say, okay, I know that. But you go up and, you're with someone, because it's tandem, and the feeling, there is no, it is when you're on when you get onto a roller coaster. I thought for sure how my stomach was going to drop. Your stomach does not drop at all. There's no drop. It is the most peaceful experience that, it's peaceful. It's amazing.
Wow.
Is she frozen, or am I frozen?
No, I hear
She's
you.
frozen.
I
Okay,
think you're going through some type of buffer thing right now.
I told you something was happening.
You're back. You're back.
But now everybody's clear.
Okay. Yep. You're clear now. But yeah, it's like when you first get up, and then you literally just fall out of the plane. It's almost like you're falling into a bed of air. And so your stomach does not drop at all.
Say, because you're dropping.
Yeah, the first 30 seconds you are dropping free fall. So you're going about 120 miles an hour through the air. And then they pull the parachute, and you kind of slow down. So the whole experience only takes about 7-8 minutes, but it's beautiful. It's amazing. It is amazing.
Daybreak says, I can't skydive.
Daybreak, we know you ain't.
But Jonathan Brent, JB said that he would love to do a tandem jump, but he too chicken.
No, don't look. And that takes it away. I mean, I was scared, you're naturally scared to do it because you're jumping out of a plane.
To just dive out of a plane, without a doubt.
Yes, you're jumping out of a plane. But there's something about a moment when you're able to overcome your fears and just do it. And then when you land, you're like, I did it. I did that.
Feeling of accomplishment.
Wow. So I got to ask you something, Kay Michelle. You know Brooklyn in the house, right?
Yes.
Okay. You are a minister, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Brooklyn is too, isn't she?
She's I don't know. She's not like licensed that I'm aware of.
Oh,
but
okay.
Like I said, we all. I do believe she definitely has ministry within her. Yes.
Yeah. I thought I heard her say she did have a ministry that she does. I thought I heard her. Maybe I'm mistaken, but that's a blessing. So you're an ordained minister.
Yes.
Hey, we got to talk about some of these. Wait a minute. I'm sorry, Kay Michelle, but we got to speak on some of these people's comments. Daybreak said she wouldn't be able to pull the cord all the way because she'll pass out before she pulls the cord.
You don't pull the cord. The person you're tandem with pulls the cord, so you don't have to even worry. You worry about nothing but falling. You don't have to worry about pulling the cord.
Stan Evermore say he's following you on Instagram too. And we ask everybody to get behind Kay Michelle and follow her on her Instagram page, and get behind the Ain't Right Tribe too.
Exactly.
Because
they work, baby.
We talking about Black excellence, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
And we need to promote this amongst our people. Black folks got a problem with promoting each other. I noticed that because I come on here to start my day. I told T, this gives me a purpose to get up in the morning, like going to a job, because I don't work.
Right.
Because I paint and I'm a grower, but in the winter, I'm not growing anything. So I got a lot of free time. Mm-hmm. So it gives me structure. Mm-hmm. It keeps me getting up. Okay, all right, I got to do this. I got to do this, and it's good. And I noticed that Black people act like it's a problem to like and share and to subscribe. And it don't cost you a dime. It don't take you but 30 seconds to do this. And it'll help people get a broader base. It can help with income. And you never know, when good people get money, they do good things with it. Yeah. Everybody ain't just out here, I need some money so I can go buy me a new Porsche. I need a Benz. Everybody ain't like that. Mm-hmm. You know, we got to start trusting each other, because we've been indoctrinated since kindergarten on how to treat each other. And you see where it's gotten us. Mm-hmm. So when you how they say, when you know better, you do better. When you know that you've been in the trick bag, climb the hell out of it. We got to start loving on each other. That's all we need.
All the time, all the single time, all the time. I want, and you know, it's amazing about that. And Turk, I'm gonna go into something real quick. I want you all to see something here. I posted something yesterday to a few people on Instagram, and for the love of money, I'm going to share this, because this sister said something I have been saying for years to our people. And I just thought, I said, you know, if I don't share this, then I ain't gonna be me. And everybody, I want y'all to take a look at this here. In the same industry. And hold on, let me start this over. And it's only a minute long.
In our culture, we automatically put each other against each other when we're in the same industry. And it's horrible. You see it every day on social media. Who wore that? Oh, she's funnier. All that stuff like that. But it's like, what people don't realize is, when we can all come together as a collective, you automatically have magic. Because you can teach me something that I don't know, and I can teach you something that you don't know. But you so busy afraid that I'm gonna take the spot when there's so much space, okay, that you trying to withhold your knowledge from me. But guess what? I'm going to learn it with or without you, because I'm that hungry. And if you're as hungry as me, and you stop trying to starve everybody around you, we can all eat. Wow! I hope somebody recorded that. You recorded that? She got it.
And you know, that right there, I just had to bring that out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that sister made such a point. Did you dig what the sister said?
See, that was the word right there.
Right, said, exactly.
You know, and if you stop trying, you don't want to, she can teach me something I don't know, and I can teach you something you don't know, and we can all learn on everything, and we can all work this thing. She said, but you know, you over there, but y'all scared to teach me anything because you scared I'm gonna get some of the spotlight. But guess what? The spotlight is so bright, it's so huge, it's so mass. I mean, first of all, you know, we have got that hate, that jealousy, that envy, that greed is so bad. It's holding us back so much, y'all.
Willie Lynch.
All we got to do is share.
Well, for 1,000 years, it will keep these people in bondage. You ain't got to put a chain on them no more, because the chain is up here.
And
when you break it up here, then it could be we could be a people again.
Yes, and share this and subscribe and hit that thumbs up when you come in. It's not hard. You know, I
watched that video this morning, and I sent it on to a few people, because it's like when you teach a man to eat, you know, he eats for days. When you give him, you know, a lot of times we just give people things, and it's like, you know, that's helpful, but how do they carry on with that, right? So it's like, you know, like she said, when I eat, we all eat. You know, when I learn how to eat, we can all learn how to eat.
That's it.
So it's important to do that.
And then you can share your plate with somebody else.
Do you think I'm not going? Do you think I'm gonna sit here? Do you think I'm gonna sit here and say, and look around at all y'all, and y'all sitting there looking at me, and I'm the only one eating,
and everybody else hungry?
First of all, it's not our spirit. That's not our spirit and nature as a people. You already know you're gonna feed somebody if you know they look hungry and they hungry. You got something, you're gonna try to give somebody something. Unless you just one of them selfish people, period.
You know what the downfall of the Africans were, T? The downfall of the African nation was their humanity towards people. Because everyone that came to Africa was welcomed with open arms. They were fed, they were taught, and everything. And we had universities and stuff over there before Europeans were out of the cave good, you know. And this ain't no slight on nobody's color or nothing. We just talking the truth right now. And if you want to fact check this, go read a book. And get one that's telling the truth. Don't go get one that's made for the school system that's going to tell you that Christopher Columbus discovered America, because you can't discover something with people already there. He discovered it for himself, not for the world. And the point I'm trying to make is black folk need to get their shit in order. Black folk need to get back to loving each other, you know, and soon a lot of people don't have a heart for people because they've been hurt, and hurt people, and it don't matter what color you are. That's ingrained in them because they ain't never felt the peace of love. And it's hard to explain somebody that peace if they ain't never felt it. No. And it's hard to get through that concrete. That's why when we pray a lot, y'all always hear me say, Lord, you know, bust up the concrete off of the heart of the people that's in power, because their hearts as hard as concrete. They don't care about nothing and nobody. They'll blow the world up in a handbasket long as they can get all of the gold that's on it. I gotta have not a lot. They want everything. Let everybody else starve and die. Just let me have it all. And that's a spirit straight out of the pit of hell.
It really is, and it really is. It's a selfish spirit, and you know, and here, you know, we're thankful for this Thursday. Of course, that's the day's title of the show. Always Thankful Thursday. And when you hear something like that from a mouth of a young woman that young, and she's already peeped game of our, you know, that's what got me, because she's young. And I said, this sister talks like I talk. I've been saying this for gazillions of years. Why y'all? Okay. And I'm gonna make a point here, and I'm not gonna call a name or anything about it, but Randall knows I've been trying to talk to a brother about a business, and I'm in the food business. I'll just put it that way. I've been trying to talk to a brother about a business for the longest. You know, he's ignored it. Said he's gonna get on it. Nothing ever takes place. And you know, it ain't like I'm just gonna sit still and wait on him, because there's other things to do in the business that I'm talking about doing. I ain't gonna sit around and wait on you and your sandwich. I got sandwiches too. Okay. So, you know, but the thing is that we so much, I don't want you to have this, and then you keep it and die with it. What good?
Yeah. And then nobody benefits from it.
Nobody. Not you.
Daybreak said, y'all might as well save your breath because people won't like it because it's you. But it don't matter, Daybreak, long as you plant that seed. It ain't your job to make the plant grow. Just put the seed in there. God will make it grow. See, that's what people get it confused. You can't do God's job. Do what you do. And just like T say, when you give to somebody homeless, don't worry about it if they're going to go buy a bag of crack with the $20 you gave them.
Yeah.
Because that $20 bag of crack might stop him from busting some old lady in the head taking her purse. You never know what you're doing.
You don't know how the spirit flow. You know, and let me tell you something.
There's a movie.
Let Kay talk, T. Go ahead.
There's a movie. I don't. If anybody ever sees, if you have Netflix, it's actually out on Netflix right now, and it's called The Same Kind of Different as Me. And you know, it kind of encapsulates everything that we're talking about here. But it is about a homeless man, and how just the story that he goes through to becoming best friends with some very well-off people. But you know, it goes through the journey of, you know, how someone ends up in the situations that they're in, you know, because we're so quick to judge other people and without knowing what their situation is. And we just have to be in place to do what we know God has called us to do, regardless, without, and I say, you know, when God calls you to do something, there's a peace in it, right? So if you do something for the wrong reason, you have the wrong motive behind it, then you're gonna feel a kind of way. But when you do something because that's what God told you to do, it doesn't matter what the outcome is, because you're gonna be in peace from the very beginning.
Come on, somebody.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's knowing who you are and not allowing other people's projections to change that.
Right.
And
exactly.
you know, that there's just a power in knowing who you are in Him that gives you that peace that you were talking about. It gives you that peace that that it doesn't matter what somebody else says. It doesn't matter what their reaction is. I'm doing what I know I'm supposed to do.
Exactly. And Daybreak said, well, I'm gonna continue on with this because it was funny at the end. Daybreak can be hilarious, but I love her because she's on point.
She speak her heart. And
She does.
I understand exactly what she's saying.
And she said,
because she ain't lying. She telling the truth.
Kirk was right. He said, y'all might as well save your breath. People won't be like, because it's you. Don't worry about it. Still do you. The less people, the better for me. She say, some just watch to be nosy. She said, just my opinion. But Rosalind say, when you teach and help someone, you are helping yourself. I did that. I real estate. I helped every realtor I came in contact with. And Daybreak say, God will form your team. No worries. Oh, yes, He will. Hold on.
Yeah.
Say it. Wellness says, say it. Facts, Daybreak. Alicia said, and obedience is better than sacrifice. Obedience is better than sacrifice. Woo, baby, you better tell them. Woo, walk in the spirit, y'all. Rosalind said, because I was the general manager from the largest Century 21 in the state of Illinois, so you should know my cousin. I would, because she was with, no, she wasn't with Century 21. I'm sorry. I would not recruit from the Black brokers. I was taught that by my father. You don't take from your people. And Stan Edward Moore said, and when God tells you to do something, you don't have to broadcast it, that God told you to do it.
Very true. Yes.
And Rosa said, I thought Black real estate broker owners how to help them their company. Help the company. I know that's what she was saying. But you know, and you, Kay Nichelle, one thing, you know, and being a minister, and how long have you ministered? How long have you been?
All the life. All the life. I answer that, T. All the life. Everything come out of her mouth
has been
is a ministry.
Yeah. But how long have you actually been in the practice with your ministry?
It's been like 7 years since I was actually licensed.
Wow. And can I ask, is there a specialty that is there a more focus that you have in your ministry outside of the young women? Like, what is your takeaway from it? What is your big why and your takeaway?
I just want people to understand God's love. I would have to say that. We often are taught about God's vengeance and how we are bad and how we are wrong.
I hate it.
Yes, I mean, and that breaks my heart, because you meet people and we're already hard enough on ourselves. Yep. And you know, I often say, I know I can understand, I can begin to glimpse the understanding of how good God is because I have such a great Father, right? My Father never wants anything bad to happen to me. And God is the same way. You know, He does not wish bad. Do bad things happen? Yes. Is it God's fault? No. It's life. We
Life.
live.
It's
Right?
balance, yin and
It's a
yang,
balance.
good and
We have
evil.
a free will. Exactly.
Yes, it
So
would be no
it's
free will if you didn't have no
exactly.
balance, because there's no choice. Because I love because I had no choice. But when you have a choice, that's what gives you your free will. And God wants us to choose this day whom you gonna serve.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah, and he said he's great, and he's with us. You know, we're never alone, even when we I'm gonna cry. You know, even when we feel like we are, you know, we are never alone. He is always there with us. So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
sorry.
You so
I
right.
am the great I am. He
Yeah.
right here all day.
All day.
Everybody got that little voice that be talking to him. You know you
Yeah.
ain't got no business doing this. And your hard-headed butt go out there and do it anyway. But you know, you live and learn. And everybody has to go through that process.
And it's funny you said that because, you know, I started the show off this morning and I said the affirming word for today is I am.
Sure did.
Okay. Can I share? Can I share a piece?
Please,
Ooh,
please.
yeah.
I'm waiting for this. Yes. Let me move on. Let me put you on the
And don't y'all be talking about me because I be crying all the time. I'm just an emotional person. I don't wear my heart on my sleeve. When I be crying, it's because I be full.
Full. I know.
You know, and I'm all man. I ain't scared to release my feelings though. You know, folks that be, oh, I'm a guy. I can't cry. Punk ass, you go on and drop a tear. It ain't gonna hurt you. You might get a little peace in your life.
We ain't worried about all that. We know.
Come on now.
Let me get Kate to share this screen. Bang!
Come on,
baby.
let's go.
Share that piece.
When you mentioned that, so this piece is called "I Am," and it's a piece that I wrote last year on my birthday. So for those of you who don't know, I'll just give you a little quick story of I'm separated now. So it's been in July of 2019 I left. So this is a piece that I wrote about myself.
Hold on, wait, before you start, you said you left what?
My husband and I separated.
Okay.
A relationship, T.
Okay.
And
All
you
right.
shouldn't have said that over this line, because staying there with more already drooling.
He married you. Let's go. Okay. Look, he
I'm
married
just
you.
teasing. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So
I
but
feel
this
you,
piece
Stan.
is
I
just
feel
about
you,
me
brother.
coming
It's
into
all
myself.
right.
Yeah. It's about me coming into myself. So it's called I Am.
Awesome.
I am a reverent manifestation of mustard seed thought, formed wonderfully within wretched flesh. 46 years shy, shadowing caskets remains, envied masterpiece. Of broken pieces showing glimpses of conditional beauty, hung and approved. Objectives painted example of perfectly placed shards, casting brilliance, bleeding within self. Spirit wailing, soul drowning, flesh mirrored my eye. And I needed grace. I needed grace in place of my handed face facing me. I could not face mirrors showing I. I could not escape my own I, staring back at me in confusion. You see, I know what I was supposed to be is what I was not. No revealed mystery of oneness. I was just split, divorced from myself. I reflected the chase of Happy's lie. I lied alone, encircled by you, trapped in violent peace, faithfully screaming to just be seen and loved for me. But how can I ask someone to love me without me loving me? I was preaching for you to be what I feared inside of me, a hypocrite and angel's covering. God can truly use anyone. Reckless love released life within ashes stirring, breaking perception. And now we are here. Here I am before a crowd of witnesses, but I no longer await your fate, no longer worry if you think I deserve the opening of heaven's gate. I am goddess shining all of his glory, heaven on earth experienced, and not one of you has a hell to put me in. And yes, I said hell, and I said it clearly and properly, just like I will do with life unapologetically. I am darkness highlighting blue sky. I am unerasable ink tattooed upon your heart. I am unforgettable mahogany milk chocolate tantalizing minds. Want to know the inquiry of my smile's wonder, the soul beyond the eye. I me, unlock my diary, decipher my poem, and there is where you will continually refine me. I am.
Ooh, girl, that was deep.
Thank
I
you.
mean, that encompassed everything that I would say about myself. That was awesome.
Thank
And
you.
it encompasses everything that I went through. I went through a bad marriage.
Mhm.
And mind you, I wasn't even in it long. I
Yeah.
was married long, but I wasn't in the marriage long. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Very abusive and trying to be very controlling.
Mm.
And yet,
And that, and it's like that. We look for that love, I think, in other people, and it's like we have to learn to find that in ourselves. And when we see it in ourselves, it makes all the difference.
all
All the
the
difference.
difference.
Yeah.
All the difference. And she said it best. It makes all the difference in the world. And that's what was lacking.
Yes.
I didn't love myself. And then I'm letting you do things to me that were inhumane.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
Can't do
Yeah.
it. And let's see. She said that needs music behind it. Beautiful.
Wow.
I can hear. Actually, I can hear a strum of a cello or violin. I can hear some type of instrument behind that, or a piano playing softly in the background. Oh, that piano playing softly in the background with those moments of da-da,
Mm.
you know,
Yeah.
um, oh, what do they call it? I can't think of it right now, but it's something like a staccato. Da-da, a moment of staccato in the music play behind specific parts of what you spoke.
Mm.
That was just off. And Alicia say, wow, beautifully spoken. I felt that and understand. And Jonathan says she is making me a fan of poetry. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He said, you are making him a fan of poetry. Wellness gave you a heart. Frugal mama.
Yes.
And,
Yes.
and okay, so Turk, I see he responded back to Stan and then
Yeah, because I was just teasing Stan. I'll be on here trying to be funny. That's my job, Stan. T pay me for this. Y'all think I'm on here for free? T pay me for this. Pity the fool don't know. Y'all better ask somebody. And I wasn't gonna take a dime. T was like, nope, Turk, you gonna take this money. Your ass ain't got no job. You need this money. And she ain't had to twist my arm. I was like, okay. That's why I love her like that. She got my back for real. And more than one way, y'all. She say, shh, don't tell nobody.
I love that.
Okay.
I love
I
the
can't help it. When folk love me, I love them back, y'all. That's how I operate. Ain't no shame in my game.
What'd you say, Kate Michelle?
I said I love the relationship. I likewise. My best friend is a guy, and a lot of people don't understand that. They can't fathom having that
A
friendship
male and a female
without there being sexual.
Yep.
And it's like, no, we were made to complement one another, right? And
for sure.
when we come together and we understand that, and we're not fighting it, when you have the chance to be who you need to be freely, without having to worry about, okay, if I do this and this person's going to think this or think that. And you have that in, in your, with your female friends or, but there's just something about having someone of the opposite sex that can speak into you, that sees things that you're not romantically involved with.
Exactly.
That sees stuff in you that you don't see in yourself.
Yeah. Yes. Yep. A lot. And promote you where you don't promote yourself, as well as
Alicia Priester.
as well as lovingly correct you or pull your coattail. Let me put it that way, more so than correct. I'll say pull your coattail.
And can I say this? This is a great show we having today.
It's a beautiful show.
This show is truly anointed. I pity the fool, don't feel it. I don't know why I keep saying I pity the fool. I don't like Mr. T like that.
I like He's a Chi-Town clown, baby.
He's a Chi-Town brother. I love Mr. T.
All the times we was at the Ding Best, baby.
Oh
yes,
my
baby.
God.
T, honey. But I gotta say this. Stan said a beautiful, peaceful overture, string ensemble behind it. Yes, I can hear that too. And Alicia said music would be sweet, but her rhythmic voice is musical. And her voice is very rhythmic. And Rosa said, life is so beautiful. This sister is so in tune, on point, and such a beautiful soul. Speak, sister, speak. And
she's so calm.
Yeah, and Stan said, absolutely, I know, right? And Randall, it's all good. He was saying, man, it's all good. I told her, y'all all good.
No, I don't know if anybody read this. Well, me and you the only ones can see the comments, right?
Everybody can see them.
Oh, everybody can see the comments? Did y'all see the comment that Stan put on here about the tears and about what he went through and how God had his back?
I didn't see that.
I did, and it touched me.
Wow. Let me see. I gotta go back up it. That needs me. No, that was before. Okay. Oh no, I love my beautiful wife. I'm just acknowledging her beauty. Gotta put that disclaimer. Oh no, not that. Y'all about to. Oh, he said y'all about to make me cry because God is the reason my life was spared on a suicide attempt. I left him for that moment, but praise God, he never left. Here go the tears. Sorry, y'all. And Stan, let me tell you, every moment in our lives, I'm going to tell you, thank you for sharing that because, to be here, and I'm going to get off here soon because I do have to study, y'all. But to be here in this show, and I've had this show running for over a year, and I'm so grateful. The show has been live a whole year. All live shows through the grace of God. And I started because my heart said, start a show. Because it was so much sadness and bewilderment going on with people in the world from this COVID. And people were just going out the back door, taking themselves out the back door. And I'm like,
yeah.
Stop, don't stress. Don't, oh my God, go grab all the toilet paper. Oh my God, go grab all the napkins. It was just, I was like, this is so weird. I'm like, you guys are enacting it. I felt like I was in a movie. It was just, and I said, I had to go into breathing. I had to go into my room, sit in my quiet space, on the floor, on my pillow, and I had to put on some music, meditating music, and I just had to breathe because it was just chaotic. And something in my spirit said, now start the show. I had the urge to start the show in 2018, but my work picked up so crazy, I didn't have the time for it. But last year, that urge that said, start the show. I didn't know where the money was going to come from, but I just started, get StreamYard, paid it. I didn't care. Just some said started, and it was an urge, and I had to do it. And it was to help the people to be aware of what's going on around them, but to also be conscious of themselves. Take consciousness of yourself so that the world won't engulf you. mental health is really deep. And I say all have a touch of it.
We need it bad, T. Black folks need counseling bad, and we scared to go because ain't nothing wrong with me. Yeah, the hell it is. The problem is you don't even recognize it.
But then again, Turk, it's not just that. It's what's been handed down through the years.
But it's a conglomerate of things. They bombard us so you can't think.
Yeah, and that's why I said it's what's been handed down through the years that has stemmed down.
Hey, Lauren,
and all of that, and I'm here to say that, just breathe, everybody, breathe. Having a show that ran live, and then I had to do 2 days of pre-recorded shows, and that was it. Mm-hmm. But God has something for all of us. Yes, Kay Nichelle.
I just had 2 things I wanted to share real quick. One,
I love how she has to come in while she has it on her mind. Go ahead, girl.
Well, one, I have one more quick piece I want to share about tears, and I would love for y'all to stay on the screen if you can when I share it.
Okay.
Say it to you. And then the second thing is just about COVID. And this whole time, and a lot of people got very upset with me during it, but the one thing I've always said is, you cannot live afraid to die.
Exactly. Because that's what we're born to do anyway.
That's what we're right.
It's part of the process here.
Yeah, and it's like when you're so focused on this is the first time ever that we've been inundated with numbers. We're inundated with information from all these different places, and it's like it's too much. We can't process it. We can't process it. Yes. And so that's where all this hysteria comes from and everything else. And it's like, no, I said, I don't watch it because they're putting out there what they want to put out there. Right. Like, and I understand we always have to be careful. We always have to take care of ourselves. We always, wear the mask, follow the things that you're supposed to follow, but don't let it overtake you with fear, right? Because that's what it's meant to do. But I wanted to share this piece with you, and it's about tears, actually. What lies beneath a tear, flooding through dams of emotion, easy as Sunday morning? Why do I try my best to pin it against rings, wrestling to win? Why do I fight against myself to neglect the beautiful release of their in the heart, sweeping debris from our souls? They baptize our beings in the purest vulnerability. Have you ever followed a tear's trail? It is generally unexpected. Its birth derived from a defeated situation, the fulfillment of hurt's possibility, from a pang that bangs louder than the highest decibel, vibrating with the singe of a burned vessel, derived from the betrayal of expectation, from the loss of hope that was rooted in the faith of love. If faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things unseen, is a tear the realization of releasing the starvation of the evidence of self-love? Is a tear the evidence of healing that is seen? What if our blessings come through raindrops? What if our healing comes through those tears? Would you still hold those tears as clouds of rain, or would you release your tears to nourish you throughout your years?
Ooh.
I just want to share that with you.
I'm going to release mine.
I'm letting mine go too, and don't bear no shame about it. Call me what you want to.
I appreciate that. I appreciate the vulnerability to be able to cry. And I'll say this, I have no issues crying when it comes to other people and their situations and things, but when it comes to my own, I always held it. So I'm learning to release that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And me too. It's like,
when you hold that in, it creates bad chemicals. I don't know if people know this, but this is a scientific fact. When you hold in hurt, regret, all of that stuff in your past, it creates chemicals in your body that are harmful. It creates sickness in your body, and that's a natural known fact. And you ever notice the rear view mirror in your car is only this big, but your windshield is wide as hell? That's because what's behind you ain't as important as what's in front of you. So you got to let your past go. You got to let the hurt go. You got to let all that negativity from your past go so that you can go forward in what God wants you to do. Because you can't leave this planet till you empty yourself out. If you die and you don't empty yourself out, this is just my belief, y'all. You be back. You be back. I ain't coming back. I'm going to the next dimension. When I leave here, I'm going to be empty.
Wow. And Stan said, Rosa said, take the time to learn how to love you. Stan said, great show. He said, I can't get no work done because of us. Also, Stan, I know I got to study too. Look, and at least we finna cut it out. At least say, I'm encouraged. I don't do my poetry because I've been criticized for reading as opposed to speaking from my memory. Well, Alicia, listen, I could write a lot of stuff, but if you think I'm going to remember all of that, I'm sorry. I'm going to read from my sheet of paper. Okay.
Me too.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Okay. Hey, Lauren, good morning. And Elise, yeah, our bishop said, hey, our bishop, I meant to holler out at you earlier. I saw you in the crowd. She said, many marriages fail because a woman believes she has to be submissive to her husband, and she is, but the husband doesn't know he must be submissive to God. Men are not taught that because they're so difficult to absorb their spiritual freedom. It's never too late to educate. That's what Archbishop said.
Yes, and see, that's the problem, Art. Men aren't taught to accept your feelings. It's always you weak if you show feelings, you know, but when in actuality, it's just the opposite. It's harder to be a soft man than it is to be a hard man, because everybody hard. Let me tell you, I heard this from Dave Chappelle's mother told him this, and I told it to my grandson. Sometime you got to be a lion in order to be the sheep that you are. You ain't always got to be in a mode of rage and power and super strength, because it's peace in being a sheep. It's peace and sitting down and just being comfortable in your own skin and not worrying about what somebody else think about you, you know, and to be a loving person. You know, I love to love people. I am a people person. That's just how I was raised. You know, my family, right now, our doors open. When I lived in Florida, I had 15 people living in my house. And it was only 8 people that was in the family. The rest of them was people we took off the street. Didn't know them, trusted them, got stuff laying around. Nobody ever stole a thing because they know you ain't got to steal it. If you want something, just ask. Boy, we got to get, humanity has got to reign supreme on this planet or we gonna die. Simple. And I mean, and when I say die, I don't mean your body. I mean as a whole,
as a unit of
humanity will cease to exist on this planet, and we'll be living like you see on TV. Folk will be running around with guns, killing folk over a loaf of bread and some water. That's where we headed. If you notice, every time they show something on TV, and it's always doom and gloom, doom and gloom. I'm so sick and tired of the shit. I don't know what to do, because that's all they want to preach and put on our brain: hurt, destroy, kill. Man, folk got to folk got to wake up on their own. Can't nobody force you to do nothing. Quiet your mind. Get somewhere and slow down and quiet yourself and let God speak to you in your quiet time.
Peace be still.
Sometimes you need to be alone with yourself so that yourself can emerge. It's like that seed that be in the ground and be in the dark. and you ain't got no sun,
Mm-hmm.
and you've been laying there all winter,
And
buried.
you start getting mold on you.
And then all of a sudden you get wet in the sun, the water come in, and then the sun start heating that dirt up. And when that carbon and that melanin start heating up, the electrons and the protons and the neutrons start moving, because heat creates movement.
Mm-hmm.
Now you start to pop up out of that seed.
Yep.
Next thing you know, you a plant. You done bust through the surface and you can see the sun. I see you now, God. And then you start going up toward him, reaching up to him. You open up your leaves, start opening up to receive.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how plants grow. They grow out.
Yeah.
You know, all things open up to receive.
We are plants. We are plants too. You come from a seed, you born in darkness, in melanin. I don't know if y'all recognize the correlation between the two, but that's why I did that. And I love plant life. That's me. You know, I'm a certified arborist, you know, and that's me. I'm plants.
Right. Yeah, he a plant man. Stan Edward Moore. I'm gonna go into these comments so I can get off here. Stan Edward Moore said, please inbox me, Kay Nichelle. His name is Stan Edward Moore. And no S on the end of Edwards. On the end of Edward. And so he said he would love to put music to your poetry. No charge, just my ownership of my music.
Profound crying cleanses the soul.
Yes,
wow.
yes. And Alicia says tears bring about a cleansing. And Rosalind said living and dying is all part of life. Jonathan said that was very wise, Randall. Daybreak said I cry when I'm mad, not sad. Archbishop Alicia said Archbishop, so true. We've been taught to stay. Yes. Jonathan said I only cry when watching movies, especially The Color Purple. Ooh, baby, don't stop. Especially that scene when they are walking from the juke joint to the church. I get misty. Just
man, come on.
I get misty thinking about my sister. Thinking about my.
It's something about that father-daughter relationship. Something about that father-daughter relationship, T.
Mm-hmm. I love the song. God's trying to tell you something. That one's the one that gets me up in part. Woo! How you talking about the spirit moving up in here, baby? I went to the house doing my dance on y'all. Y'all just don't know. And wellness says right on. Rather say profound. Crying cleanses the soul. Archbishop says, Turk, I always said it from day one that you would be the best co-host for this show. I appreciate you, King.
Thanks, Art. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much. She has said that when she was watching you on and we were interviewing you. And Jonathan said, you cry because you're a good man, Turk. Yep, that's the thing. And it hurts. And it hurts to know when you see your people doing stupid, it hurts to see stupidity in your people. It hurts to see my people get lost.
You know, I done seen people get murdered. I done seen people get killed over a joint. Joint. Just one. Not a pound or 10 pounds. It was superficial, and people died because of it.
That's it.
And I don't even understand. I don't even understand it. You know, it's. Ooh, this world is something else, boy. You better have you. If you don't know how to meditate, you'll hear the bus wide the hell open on this planet.
I'm telling you, meditation is so needed. And Daybreak say you already in the next random. Doom and gloom, Jonathan said. Doom and gloom sells. It really does. That's what people buy. They buy drama. They buy all this drama. And Jonathan said, "Wow, y'all just went." Whoa, that one went too fast. Jonathan said, y'all just went straight scientific. I can't keep up. Alicia said, I'd love to connect with her. I'm Miss Poetic Flow on IG. Alicia is Ms. Poetic Flow. That's MZ POETICFLOW on Instagram, Kay Nichelle. And Rosa said, ain't that the truth? And Alicia said, I cry for everything. Girl, you and me both. Look, Rosa said, we must become family. Rosa, speak it. And Jonathan said, let me tell you, man, every time that scene comes on, I'm a mess.
And it don't never change. That's because you're a good man yourself.
Man too.
And
Right.
in order
And
to feel something for somebody else's plight,
Right.
you got to have a heart.
Right. Yeah. And Daybreak say, I like that song, Mr. Stan. I gotta follow. Hey y'all, it's been a blast. Katie Shell, is there anything you would like to leave with us as we get ready to close out?
Just thank you. Thank you so much for allowing me to be on your show this morning. And I love you all. And if there's ever anything I can do to be of any service, please let me know. But
Come
thank you
back on the show, Pastor.
Most definitely.
Yes,
Next you have me, let me know.
Definitely come back and grace us. I appreciate having you on the show this morning. Your words are just piercing in such not
Peace.
where you
Pierce
feel
and peace.
pierce, but it's a pierce of peace and solace, serenity,
Yes.
and perfectionism, because
Mhm.
it really whisked me away. It really did. And just listening to you and I got engaged. I felt involved. I felt
You felt that spirit, T.
I felt mixed. I felt mixed with the words of what you were saying from your poetry. I was living it and had lived it. And it was
The narrative changed on the show, T. I was acting stupid this morning. When she came on, once she started talking, everything flipped. It went from acting silly to like, it's time to get real now. She took us to church today.
And it was a wonderful churching too. It was a wonderful church. And so I'm forever grateful to have you grace our presence with your presence. And Jonathan said, what is the guest name again, Neela? And how can we follow her? That's what I wanted to get ready to get to. It's My K Michelle. Let me put this up. Ain't Right Tribe on Instagram is one thing to follow. And that's where she is on the board of directors for this organization, which promotes poetists and spoken word artists from all over the world, as well as some musicians. And so it's just for artistry. And you know, I'm an artistry person. I love going and experiencing it at all realms. Hate this wintertime because I leave the band shell to be open to visit the band shell and all the music and everything else. But I love art, going to art galleries, all kinds of art. I'm an art lover. But you can find her. You can go to Ain't Right Tribe on Instagram and follow them. And then while you're there, let me go here and let me put on here. You can find her at BAM. MK Nichelle. I mean, my K Nichelle. MYK Nichelle. NICHELLE, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's my little cousin. That's my little cousin's name. That was her mother on the show the other day. Martani Turk Nichelle. Martani. Right. And MK Nichelle. Are you on Instagram under MK Nichelle?
Yeah, my K Nichelle on Instagram, yes.
My K
And that's
Nichelle.
why I do all my poetry. My Facebook page is just my personal page. I don't really do much poetry on there. So
okay.
Yes.
And that's how you find her, Stan, Jonathan, and all you all can find her on there. Art Bishop said, following Daybreak and Adventure. Jonathan said, got it, thanks. And Alicia said, this is what happens when you operate in your calling. This is what happens, talking about Turk and how you talked about that. You on mute.
Damn it.
What you say?
My bad, but we got somebody in here fixing the sink in the kitchen this morning.
Oh, okay.
We got a leak on the garbage disposal, so we getting that done. And I just didn't want all that noise to be on the show. But I was saying, many are called, but few are chosen, and she chosen. Because when she speaks, her voice brings a peacefulness to people that transcends through the airwaves. So you know what it's like to be in a room with her and she's speaking. Everybody be laying prostrate on the floor.
Was it?
I'm telling you.
Y'all are so kind. Thank you.
You have that type of voice where you will grab people in such a soft way. it'll be a coddling grab.
With love and kindness, I
Yep.
draw thee.
Yep, and exactly. Thank you, Turk. And I gotta say this because that was going to be one of the next words that came, one of the next verses that come out of my mouth.
Well, you know, great minds think alike, T. That's why we like this.
Yeah, I know, and it's amazing. It just amazes me. And Jonathan said he's following you already. They all on you. I just want to thank you for being here. I want to say to everybody out there, remember, you are, I am. And this has been Thankful Thursday. Thankful Thursday, y'all, in my element with Nila. And don't forget to reach back and give back. Somebody out there needs your smile. Somebody needs to hear some kind words from you. Somebody might need a prayer. They might need a sandwich, a bottle of water, a candy bar. They might need a few dollars. If the Spirit says on your heart, it's fit me, you said, I should give them something. That's the Spirit. Give them something. Don't worry about what they're going to do with it. Let them and they God deal with it because God got them before you got them. And if he's moving through you to give them something, it's a reason to it. Let it go. You're opening yourself up to receive more than what you could ever imagine. And I'm going to say this. Love, peace, soul, and hair grease, because you know why? If your scalp is itching, you better go wash it and put some grease in it. And God loves you. You and me and everybody need to learn to love ourselves so that we can love each other. Peace out, everybody. It's been a blast. We'll see you tomorrow on what? In my element.
In my element.
Turk, what you got to say to close out the day?
Man, I'm kind of speechless today. All I want to do is end out with I usually end out with it. Keep your head on the swivel. Be safe. Put all your packages in your trunk. Don't be going, if you're a female and you by yourself, don't be parking in no dark areas. Parking in as well-lit area as possible. You know, because you got to do what you got to do to stay safe. I love y'all. Bless up.
And Jonathan's so silly. He said, your disposal sounds fixed, Turk.
My bad. That's why I was keep muting. I was keep muting because I ain't want that.
I got a question for Michelle. Jonathan wants to know, where do you host your open mic?
It is on Ain't Right Tribe. It's actually tonight at 9:30. I have.
I'm gonna be there. I know me and Alicia gonna be sitting up in there. I have me a nice glass of wine, and I love the Lord, but I smoke plenty of weed, so y'all can judge me if you want to, because he made it, so I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna have me a nice joint, a glass of wine, and I'm gonna be relaxed and feeling good, and I'm gonna just float into the words.
Into the vortex.
Mm-hmm. Into the vortex. That's right. I'm staying here.
And Wellness said, peace and blessings, y'all. On Instagram, she traveled to perform and she hosts open mic. And Rosa said, you felt your life. Yes, indeed. We felt our lives here today. And it was been beautiful. And Archbishop said, we here in LA is watching all of our surroundings. Home invasions are out of control here in Chicago too, okay? And Rosa said,
Archbishop, I love you. And Roz Cook, you too. Y'all be putting some serious words up there. I appreciate you.
God bless all of you guys. Kate Nichelle, thank you so much. And do please, by all means, let me know when you're ready to grace our show again. Okay. I would love to have you on. God bless everybody. Peace on earth to everybody. Go in peace. And remember, protect yourself. Wear your mask. Wash your hands. No matter what. Do as they instruct you to do. Because guess what? You don't know what's really going on because they don't even know what's really going on. So just protect yourself. God got you on the back end, but you had you on the front end, okay? Boop! And understand this. Walk in peace today. Peace out.
Oh, and JB, guess what? The weed I smoke, I grow myself. Ain't no chemicals on it. It's all natural. It's organically grown. None of that. So it's definitely medicinal.
He said, thanks, cool. He said, as long as the weed is medicinal. He's so silly, y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.
Love you, Kay. Appreciate you.
Bye-bye. Love you.